Hello everyone, today we have to share with you a new review of the RMF kit. As you can see, this is a 135 scale model and it copies famous M1A1, A2 versions. It's Abrams, of course. But this particular type is different because it comes with full interior, so you can detail everything inside. And we have nice box art depicting that engine is included, for example. Here we have short list of the features, so there are workable tracks, workable torsion bars, highly accuracy of the details, highly detailed footage parts, and hollow track gear and solid track gear, so it will be interesting to see what's there. As you can see, I am happy that RMF decided to use proper box arts. They look really nice. Here we have a small picture of what will be hidden inside this tank, and then from the other side you can see several marking options which are included into this kit. So let's open it and check what's inside. Inside everything is packed really tightly, as you can see, so be careful, and I would rather recommend to check everything before purchase, because otherwise you can get slightly damaged parts. Okay, let's start from the first sprue. This one might be familiar for you because it was also included into the previous kit, and it features parts for the turret detailing. Just give me a second to open it and we will see what's placed on there. So here we are. So here we have top turret half, lower hood turret half, and different parts for the baskets, even rear hull parts. As you can see, everything is molded nicely, and it's quite amazing to see that now it is possible to mold such complex parts as one-piece elements. I would recommend to check the basket parts, because in some cases they might be broken and you might get the damaged parts. Next we have another brown plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to small elements. As I can guess, they will go on the turret and also onto the hull. So here you can see them. Again, very nice molding quality. I can even zoom camera closer. And I hope it will be easy to assemble them together. We are now working on Abrams from this company, and I can say that overall result looks quite fine. So with careful assembly you can get a nice result. Next we have plastic sprue with main gun parts, as far as I can guess. Here you can see them. And note that some barrel parts are molded as one-piece parts, so you won't have to join two halves together, you just cut it and use it. Everything looks fine again, and I have no complaints here. As for the interior parts, these are molded out of grey plastic, as you can see here. Here we have first plastic sprue, so just give me a second to open it. And straight away I can see that all parts which should be assembled out of two halves, they have special position pins, for example here or here, which should help you with alignment and with proper positioning of those elements. So for example here we have some engine and gearbox parts, and also here you can see some of the armament which should be placed inside hull. Here you can take a closer look on all those parts. Molding quality is still on the same level, so no worries, even internal elements will be quite detailed out of the box. And I think the manufacturer also uses PE parts for the interior, so we would see it in the assembly manual. Next we have another grey plastic sprue. Here we have obviously parts for the turret. Again, everything is designed out of grey plastic. And here you can take a closer look on all these parts. Let's move on. Next we have track parts. They are packed into one plastic bag. As you remember, this tank will have separate track links. So you can assemble movable tracks on your model. Here you can see them. I'll zoom a camera so that you can see parts closer. So attachment points are placed from both sides, and here you can see the other side. It looks fine, and some modelers might even want to replicate the damage to rubber parts, but will be up to them. Next we have another plastic sprue with small teeth parts for tracks. Just give me a second. Here then. This will have to be added manually, or maybe with special jig. I hope that RMF supplies some jig for this purpose. Just give me a second. Lower hull part is packed like this. It's one piece part, so you won't have to join any separate panels. Nevertheless, you will have to install the suspension elements. As you remember, the torsion bars should be movable, and also you will have to install rear parts. Here you can see it, and here are slots for the torsion bars. Inside there are just special position points which will help you with alignment of internal elements. Next we have more of the internal equipment. Just give me a second to open it. Okay, so here it is. With careful painting, I think this will look really nice. Here we have another plastic sprue with internal equipment. Again, I need a second to open it. On the bottom of the box I see various sprues for the suspension elements, so we'll check them a bit later. Here is another sprue. Note this ammo storage parts, which look quite nice. Next, as I said, we have two absolutely identical plastic sprues with suspension elements. Just give me a second to open it. Here we have parts for the wheels, for the torsion bars, and here you can see them closer. They look really nice, and even though there is no detailing on the road wheels, of course, because these are plastic parts, I can zoom the camera. So here you can take a closer look. Nevertheless, they still look nice, so no worries. With careful painting, it will look good. Next we have small parts for additional accessories which should be placed on the tank. Again, these are two absolutely identical plastic sprues. And I can see really nice machine gun parts. Just give me a second to open it. Here it is. So we have fuel cans here. And also here we have mentioned machine gun. Okay. Next we have more of the track parts. Here you can see them. Special pins which should place track links in place. And then we have special jig which should help you with alignment. Actually there are two of them. And two last plastic sprues are dedicated to large hull parts. I will show you the first one. Here it is. So it's quite a large top hull panel. As you can see, we have carefully replicated anti-slip surface, separately molded hatches, and even the engine deck is molded separately, so you can open it. Next we have last brown plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to external panels, which should be installed onto your model. Here you can see them. Again, very nice molding quality, and I hope they will be easy to align together. Next we have separate plastic bag with transparent parts. This obviously will be used for different visors, periscopes on the tank, And molding quality is excellent here, so as you can see they're clear and crisp. The only thing you will need is masks, because masks are not included into the kit and you will have to cut them or use mask hole for those purposes. Next we have small plastic bag with several PE threads, and that's quite an obvious improvement over previous set, because here we have one, and then two, and three PE threads for fine detailing of your Abrams. As it's mentioned on the box, PE will go not only into the hull parts but also inside of the tank, so it will be interesting to see how it will be used. Of course, all parts, as you saw, are unpainted, so you will be able to cover them in the necessary paint shade. Next we have plastic bag with Decals sheet. All Decals sheets are printed in cartograph, so you shouldn't be worried about the quality. Just give me a second to remove them out of the bag. So here we have small Decals sheet with different stencils, and here's one with, I don't know why, cut out segment, where we have all necessary symbols for several marking options which are included into this kit. Printing quality is really excellent, and I hope application won't be problematic as well. And last but not the least is assembly manual. Here you can see it. This one is finished in form of this simple brochure. We have this box art picture on the front side, then comes the parts map, then there are 3 marking options, and assembly process starts from the main gun. Then you slowly move to the turret, and hull starts only on the 7th step, where you should join the turret with lower hull hub. As you can see, the assembly manual is very detailed, so no worries. Here we have some correction to the assembly process, and by the way, RMF also published on their Facebook some correction on the error in the assembly manual, so check it and use it if you're gonna build this model. And here on the back side, on the last page, we have colors chart in the AMOMIC paint numbers. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. You can find a full review article in the video description below. And of course, don't forget to leave your opinion in the comments below, and I will be happy to hear your opinion there. And of course, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get all fresh video reviews on time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video as usual. Bye.